Sex and the City has been one of my favorite shows for a really long time, and the girls in Sex and the City, they dress really well, they always have really nice makeup on, and so they should probably be, you know, dressed up really nice and always look really cute and always have a lot of makeup on and stuff. And I said, well, if they were goth girls, then that would be a pretty good idea. So I decided to make it 4 goth girls who were best friends.
I was at the Pepsi machine, and the woman had me put in $1, but it wouldn't take her second $1. So she turned to me and she said, "Do you want my $1? Because you want a drink." And I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." And there was a kind of a weird pause for a minute, and then she's like, "Well, are you going to give me $1?" And I was like, "Well, I thought you were just going to give me your $1 for my drink." But she expected me, after she asked me, "Do you want to have my $1?" to give her $1 for her drink. Can you believe that? What a stuck-up bitch.
At the start of it's a library, so we have to be a little more quiet than normal. At the beginning, I believe that Brittany approached me about doing this project. She had this idea, which was like, her own little turn on Sex in the City, which I was somewhat familiar with. I had been made to watch it many times. I'm actually studying for a part now, for a new thing I'm doing, heroines in fiction. So I'm all down for these things. I like to help. That's what I'm here for.
So this is what we need to be filming right here. This is where the action is.
I am not a piece of meat.
Show us the tits.
Want to see my titties, fucker?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I wanted Jimmy to play the part of Alyssa, because I said that would just be ridiculous. If Jimmy plays that part, no one will be able to take the movie seriously. It'll just be silly. So I decided if anybody could do this, it would be Jimmy.
Planning to, you know how I prepared exactly this. I come to my local library and I want to do some research as far as different characters. I knew I had to do some characters who were in the scene, in that popular scene, that goth scene. So I got many books, including heroines of fiction. LouisvilleGoth.com prepared me as well. I even went to some raves. I think that's what they call them. They do these kind of things. And I felt I was very versed in that culture, subculture. I don't watch CBS, so I don't, if they do shows on there, I'm not aware of that.
Like I said, I tried my very, very best to play Heather to the best of my ability, and it actually turned out a little better than I thought it would have. So Jimmy and Brandon were, I guess, right to say that I should do that part.
I feel as though I always feel as though I'm two characters, even in life, and most of the time they are attracted to each other. So I feel I'm very close to that. One half of me is attracted to the other half of me, and the other half of me is repulsed.
Happy. Oh, I'm so excited. No, happy.
What the fuck is this?
My favorite scene that I filmed, or series of scenes, were all of the scenes with Lenny and Brooke. As awkward as it seemed for them to work together while the cameras weren't rolling, it did seem a little bit sort of like a very unlikely match, but they did a good job acting and they really made the scene work.
That was new to me. I have no idea what it's like to be taken advantage of, especially by a man. So I really had to really brush up on that. And the fellow I was playing with, I'm really hard-pressed to think his name right now, but I'm sorry if he's watching. He was a great actor. I just don't remember. I thought I looked rather good that day as far as playing a female, so I would have done me. I can't say I didn't have fun in that scene.
And Sean doing the little jog down the stairs on his part was certainly not written. He just walked out and we did that when we weren't even filming. He just kind of did a little walk down the stairs, and I thought it was so funny. So I just filmed him doing it, and I had absolutely no intention of using that in the movie when I filmed it, and it made its way into the movie.
That doesn't work. Something like that, like you're walking.
Little
Like
here.
He was moving his arms a lot, kind of like this. It seemed.
It definitely had the.
And smacking Sean in the face. That was pretty funny. If you ever watch any of the raw footage of that, after I smack him every time, both of us start laughing, and it was pretty funny.
Thought you knew. It is what it is. That was terrible.
Filming with my co-stars. Well, seems like a great avenue. As you see right now, I'm reading some phallic critiques. And I really cannot think of a more suitable book to be reading when I think of my fellow co-stars in this. They are some great people. Once again, I'm very hard-pressed to think of any of their names, but they were all very good.
Here's Rachel changing out behind Comic Book World.
It's a woman.
The car just saw her. It's so
We all got the same pots. I don't know what you're looking at.
I'd love to say they were professional, but they weren't towards me. They were very touchy-feely and said some things about what they wanted to do after the shoot, and I was not very cool with that at all, because, you know, I am not like that. There was one guy, I don't remember his name, but he was very professional. I played two parts. I'm sorry. That was also me. That was me that played that other part. And I was very good in that part. I was.
Holy shit, that is a big ass raccoon.
Baby, don't climb a bit. You'll hurt yourself.
wow.
You got a gigantic raccoon over here.
I know, I feed him Doritos.
Ow, fuck.
She needs some
Wow.
Doritos.
Doritos again.
He'll eat out of your hand.
He climbed in that building.
He's coming down on my hand.
Everybody who was cast in the movie really surpassed my expectations. And I am very, very proud of the job everyone did. I can't come away from this project saying, well, it would have been better if this person had done this, or vice versa, but everybody did an extremely good job.
Why so serious? Fuck.
Prick your finger. It is done. The moon has not. I'm certainly looking to work more. I certainly work too much more than I would like. My fellow people in the movie, I certainly hope they get work, because they certainly could use it, and I hope they all do well. I hope the director does well. She was a wonderful little lady, and I certainly hope that the future shines on her. And I hope this project, I hope she reaps the benefits that I brought to this project, because I have quite the benefits. I hope you all do well.
It was just good times, and I put so much more work into it than I thought it was going to be. I definitely didn't think the movie would take more than a year to film, but you know, whenever you're working with people and you have different schedules and you can't always get everybody together, things like that are going to happen, and it's important to realize that no matter what happens, if you believe in what you're doing, you have to find the strength and the fortitude to stay with it. And that was definitely a lesson I learned. I certainly had days where I thought, this is just stupid, I'm going to scrap this, I'm not going to finish it. And fortunately those times came when I was more than half finished filming, because otherwise I may have been a little more inclined to do so. But I had a lot of support. I had a lot of people that told me that it was okay, I could do it, I could finish the movie, and I did. And it was just a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. No, don't put that in there, that's retarded.
What's, yeah, TiVo?